Hello, and welcome back to another Kingdom Maker episode with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and everyone in between, there's been a little update. Update 27.1.0, which was available about 24 hours ago, maybe 12 hours ago. On both iOS and Android. I have confirmed that. I updated it on my phone, which is iOS, and I updated it here, which is BlueStacks Android. A few little changes. The most important change being that there is now a translation function in the chat and messaging systems. You can see up here we have this little blue square now sitting under each message. If we click that, it will translate it from English to English. That is because I have it currently set as that my game language is English. If we come into here, come into the settings up here and go here, we can change the game language itself. We can also change what language we want things translated into. There are a number of options there. Not as many as I thought, to be honest. I don't know what those two languages are. French, Dutch, Italian, Portuguese, sorry, that's German, not Dutch. Dutch down here, Netherlands, Romanian, Magyar, I don't know where that's from, Espanol, Turkey, and Turkish and Polish. So you can, if you're part of those languages or you need that, you can change your chat here, and that will automatically translate messages in the chat in your inbox to the language of your choice, which is super useful. And so far, it seems to work very, very well. It's a game changer, to be honest. It's absolutely fantastic. Other things that changed within the city, they have changed the texture of two things that I have noticed. If we scroll over here, we can see the texture of these field plots has been changed. They're uglier, for sure. And then if we scroll up here and have a look at the temple bricks, so crafting materials, we can see that the alliance materials here, these temple bricks that we make and send to our temple keeper in order for them to charge spells, etc., have been changed as well and updated. These look super cool. So that's great. What else can we do? There is now alliance help when healing your armies. Let's actually do that so I can show you. So if we pop back into the county, let's attack something super quick. You here, attack, please. You go. Okay, while we're waiting for him to do that, we'll come back to that. You can now also send a staged army to mine. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry. You can now also send a staged army to mine. Before, you couldn't select an army that was staged to send to a mine, but you can see here I've staged an army there. If I click here, mine, and scroll down, we will see that that army, which is this one here, and you can see it's a staged army because it has a location. All the others don't have a location because they're in my keep, but we can send this staged army to mine, which is, I guess, a little bit useful than bringing them back and setting them off again. Also, I noticed in here in the family menu, when we click on these guys, we now get more notifications here. Little things saying that things can be done. That didn't used to be there for sure, and that is super useful as well. And then, as I said, the only other thing I've noticed is, or that we've noticed, is that we can now, if we want to heal this guy, 7 minutes, and we now have the option to ask for alliance help, which is super useful because effectively, if you've got enough people on in your alliance, and it seems to me, from doing this a few times and hoping somebody's going to click the help button relatively soon, if hoping, cross fingers, but it seems to me it takes a minute off each time, roughly. That's what I've seen. I've done a little bit, tested this a little bit this morning, and each time I asked for help in healing my troops, somebody has taken a minute off that time. Now, that effectively means, does it mean that we could have 35 minutes? If you've got a full alliance with 35 members and you ask for help and all 35 give you that help, does that mean that? I don't think it does, because if we come here, we can only get help 20 times. Okay, that's fine. So that does, though, potentially... Why only 20 times? Is that because we've got 20 members? No, we've got 23. Okay, so we can only get help for that 20 times. But that does mean 20 minutes in healing if it is true that healing, Alliance Help healing, is taking a minute off. And that's, as I said, that's what it seems to be to me just from anecdotal evidence this morning. Waking up very early and playing a bit of the game in bed, I noticed that every time I asked for help, somebody took a minute off the time. That's super useful. 20 minutes plus the 5 minutes that are free already effectively means 25 minutes of free healing. Now, considering that one of my armies, say this big guy here, if he's completely destroyed, that's 1 hour and I think it's 30 minutes. So that takes a good third off healing an entire army for me at this level. You know, I haven't investigated too deep. But that's pretty cool. So just to recap, update is available on Android and on iOS. Update your game. You get translation. You get 2 new textures, the ugly field and the temple bricks. You can now ask for healing help when you're Alliance. You can also send a staged army to mine. And there are better notifications within the family members, what they need, what banners can be chucked in there, etc., etc. Let me know down below if you found any other new updates. On the update screen on iOS, it only said the translation and the staging army. It didn't say anything else about textures or anything like that. So let me know down below if you've noticed any other changes. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.